Good morning, passengers. Today we are going to continue our round the world trip, low level flights in our Cessna Caravan 208 Grand B, and we're going to be flying from the last airport, which was Llandbehr, EGFD. That's EGFD. We're flying to EGOV Valley Airport. I will show you the route. We're going to be taking off on runway 35, and we're going to basically visit Hollyhead Castle, which is right next to the airport. So we'll have a little flyby of that, and we'll come down to this valley here, fly along the valley a little bit, and then we'll take a left over. Basically, we're going into Snowdonia. So this is Snowdonia area, all around here. We're going to be flying up to Snowdon, across the ridge of Snowdon, and then we're going to fly across Llandbehr by Nat Peris. We're going to be then flying to this. I just noticed it's called Bethesda, so that's the name of a gaming company who did Skyrim. So I was like, maybe not quite spelt the same as that, but it's pretty similar sounding name. So I thought, got to visit Bethesda. Then we're going to take a little fly down to the estuary where there's a couple of bridges which are marked on the map as landmarks. So we're going to fly by those: Menine Suspension Bridge and Britannia Bridge. We're going to go down the estuary to the coast, take a right, and fly along the coast to our airport, the Valley. So that's EGFD to EGOV. Now, looking at the conditions and looking outside, it might be misty and cloudy. So what I'm going to try and do is program an approach into the computer whereby, because I've turned the hoops off, it should fly us directly in towards the runway. So we're flying to runway 13, I believe it is. This is runway 13. Yeah, runway 13. So let's get in the plane and have a go. And hopefully there's not too many terrible cloud formations, low clouds and all the rest of it.
Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, taking off runway 35 north departure.
So here we are, just about to take off. So if we get in the plane, let's see what it's. Oh, there's a few dark clouds about. I don't like the look of that. I thought we'd save some time as I wanted to program this flight, adjust this flight plan. See, I've done a bit of research and I've found a couple of things. Let me just turn that off, right? So if you hit, apparently, this program on here, let me just zoom in so you can see what's going down, and you can select an approach, right? So you press enter, and then an ILS approach is what we want. So I'll activate that. You press enter again, and the vector, you've only got one choice, so it's just going to roll down to the vector there and press enter. And then this is the minimum, this is the lowest you want to come down. 200 feet I think should do it. So I'll press enter and then roll that to 200 feet, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but we're giving it a go. And it should, if I load that now, enter, not approved for GPS, I know that, yeah, but that's alright. So now this is our route. It should follow our route now on GPS, and the route should have changed a bit. Now if I zoom out, that's our route there on here, but I found that if rather than just like relying on that, you can also just go up here and click on this map, this VFR map, and it brings up your route on a little external map. Look, see, you can have that out, and this is the route we're taking. Look, see, and then you can drag this about and look at it. You can look at the map, but see what it's done there, because we were going straight to this airport. Now we've got an approach angle, so you go past it, come back round and come down straight onto the runway. So even if it's really cloudy and foggy or rainy, or if there's a storm, you know you're coming in towards the in the right direction, you're going to find the right approach to land nicely on the runway, and you don't have to worry about being able to visually see it until you're quite low. It can actually guide you down as well, but I haven't sussed that out. It's a glide slope or something. We'll see what happens. Let's get in the plane, get in the air, get it going, and hopefully we got enough. The clouds not too low, and we got enough visibility to see decently what's going on with, especially with the mountains, because that's the bit I'm looking forward to, seeing the mountains. So yeah, let's get up there. We've got flaps at 15 degrees. Keep it straight down the runway. We get better at this old piloting lark, and we're up, climbing. We'll go into the cockpit, put the heading on, put the nav on, sorry, and the autopilot on, put the vertical
Manchester Center,
speed
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Caravan 1
don't
mile
want it that
southwest
high.
of Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta 800 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Manchester Center.
That should be working now. We're going up at 700 feet.
Squawk 0113
Set that
Cessna
number there.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Just need to set an altitude.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact.
Need to
1
set the
mile north of
altitude.
Echo Golf Foxtrot Delta 1,100 feet.
1,100 feet.
Altimeter 29.66.
No, we'll go up to
Roger, Cessna X-ray
1600.
Golf
No,
Sierra.
we better go up actually, because I'm just thinking mountains 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet. Otherwise we'll be hitting the top of the mountain. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I've got that set to minus at the moment. Let me just click this back on. Vertical adjustment. We want to rise up like that, and then we should be able to go over this castle in a minute. Oh, there it is, look, Hollyhead Castle. Wanted to see that, but we need to get up to about 4,000 feet or risk hitting the ground at some point, because these mountains are going to kick in, especially when you're in the cloud, because you can't you might I don't know what the visibility is going to be like. Here's the castle. Oh, it looks quite nice actually. Look, it's a full castle. It's not blown up or anything. It's totally intact, look. That's crazy. Usually like all in bits and pieces in England. There's one by us, Warwick Castle. It's pretty splendid. Would have been much more splendid than that, but it's got a big moat and everything. But it's yeah, it's not in one piece, unfortunately. There's a lot of it left, but it's not in one piece. That one was interesting, very, very interesting. Probably because it's in Wales and not England. You know, the Roundheads and all that. I think they blew up a lot of castles, I think, back then. I'm not sure of the proper history, but you know. There are some clouds today, as you can see. Should be able to see the mountains, I would have thought, because they come right up into the... They'll probably come right through the clouds, mate. Depending on how high they are. The clouds look quite low today, which is why I'm thinking we might have some good views of the mountains through the clouds. You never know. Or it might be just misty. Hopefully not. It's one good thing about flight sim. The clouds are quite look like that when you're flying through the clouds and suddenly you get a little opening and you can see straight through down to the land below. Looks pretty mint, don't it? Love it. Love it. But then, of course, see that's the thing. You like, so if you're in your little cockpit and all you can see is grey mist because you're right in the clouds and they're really low, and you come in for a landing and you're trying to find the airport, pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. So that's why I've done that little little thing on the computer there. So we should just follow that route and we should be fine. Which is pretty good. Let me just hit that so we can see over the top. But yeah. Oh, look at this. Proper misty. What height? We've got 3,000 feet. We need to get up to about 4,000, I think. We should be fine. We should get up there in time. We're still going up, look. Right in the clouds here, look. Ooh, it's a bit thick today. I hope we do get to see these mates, but mate, it's getting proper dark. We're going into a storm here. We might be going into a storm. Oh my god, stormy mountains. Any lightning? Might be. Does look a bit crappy outside my window, I must admit. Can't see much. It's a problem. But pretty soon the old land should be coming up through them, I reckon. Jesus, oh my god, it's really dark over here. It's like a proper storm, this is. There's a bit of a... You can see up through the clouds there a little bit. Oh. Pretty scary when you know there's mountains out there. What we at? 3.7. I think 4,000 is like just over the height of the tallest one, so we should be fine. But we do want to see some of it. Come on. It's just a massive cloud and darkness. And we're flying through a storm here, look. This is like proper. This is proper stormy. The clouds, here we are, right in the clouds now. Look at that. Oh my god, oh we are! There's a gap, we can actually see some mountains. I knew they would come up high. Oh they are, they're coming up right high.
Contact Valley approach on 125.23. Good day.
125.23 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye. Valley approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 4,000.
Oh my god, it's proper stormy mountains. Don't see much, man. Just goddamn cloud everywhere. We're at 4,000 feet, so we shouldn't hit anything at least. Oh yeah, bit of a gap. There you go, look, some mountains there. Right down there, look. Proper, this is. Proper cloudy. Look, see that? You can see that mountain's proper high over there, look. It's not even Snowdon, so that's why I came up so high. Look at the cloud there. We just flown through that. I think it's easing off a little bit. Bit more here though. Hopefully we'll be able to see Snowdon when we come by it. Can't really see much down there at the moment. It's just too thick. that Nat Paris? It is. That's right by Snowdon. So Snowdon. There's Snowdon. Look, you can see it through the cloud. Look, it's coming right up to meet us. Look. Oh yes, there we go. There it is. Look, clouded all the way around it. Some more over here. Told you they come up high. Told you. Look how high they come up. Yeah, this is Snowdon. Oh, there it is, because it's got the railway track on it. Look, that is Snowdon. We're flying right over it. That comes up pretty high, as you can see. Walked up that when I was younger. Fantastic. All the way up there with Mum, Dad. Oh, I remember that hut there. See that little hut there? I remember walking past that. Yeah, that's Snowdon in the clouds for you there. Proper. We should be able to drop down altitude now when we're over these. Gonna start dropping. Gonna start coming down a bit now. Should be able to be. Should be safe. See on the imagery there, it's a bit matte in there, but we should be able to be safe to come down a bit. If I drop that, let's come down to 3,000. Vertical on, and we're going to drop down slowly. I think not too fast. Still got some mountains. Look, you can see that on the hopefully we don't hit the ground. We should be fine. I'm dropping down slowly to 3,000 feet. There's the ground. Should be sloping away again now. Yeah, we'll be fine now. We can drop down even lower. So we can see some stuff. Drop that down to 2,000 feet. Oh, Bethesda, look. St. Anne's Bethesda. So yeah, I think we can even drop down further. Now we're away from the mountains, we can drop down further. So if I just drop that down to 1600, should be safe. And we'll drop that down to 1600. I need to do it a bit faster than this, so let's get down there now. Pull back on the throttle. So I want to hopefully see these bridges that we're supposed to be flying over. So we need to drop a bit. Coming down properly now. Just keeping an eye on my airspeed. Oh, Menai suspension bridge coming up. We should drop down below 2,000 feet now and probably get below the clouds soon, or at least enough to see the bridge. The bridges, a couple of bridges we're going to fly by in the countryside below. Yeah, it's proper rainy type day today. Proper clouds. No actual rain at the moment, but yeah, lot of cloud cover. Here comes the bridge. There's two of them right next to each other. were landmarks on the map, so I thought that's why we'd come and have a look, as we're right next to these landmarks. They don't put that many landmarks on it, but I mean, I suppose there's loads on out throughout the world, but these were landmarks on the map. So there's the one. Menai suspension bridge there, look. And then there's this Britannia bridge, which is not a suspension bridge. That's why it's got all that support underneath it, look. Then we're going to fly down to the coast, I think it was, a little bit, and then over to our airport, pick up our plotted route. So even though, as you can see, it's pretty cloudy and the visibility could be really low depending on what the clouds like over by the airport, we should still find the runway pretty easily, because the autopilot should just take us. Going to pick the engine repair up a bit so it don't take so long, so we increase our speed somewhat. And try and keep it, you know, an hour or less, maximum an hour roughly. So just increase that up to just, yeah, about 100% of the engine. Sweet, not overstressing it too much. It goes to 105%, I think. But yeah, we'll pick up some speed now, a little bit more speed, but keep it low because of these clouds. We're coming towards the coast, so there's no mountains over here. We're all right. We're not going to hit the side of a cliff or anything. At 1600 feet we should be just fine. Not the clearest day for sightseeing, but still interesting. It is what it is though, you know, you get what you get with the weather. When you go flying around the world, you can't expect clear skies every single day, because we've got real weather on. So this is the state of play at the moment over in Wales, which does not surprise me looking out the window here, to be quite honest. So we're going to follow the coast down now. It's not that far. We should fly past our airport and then come back to find the runway. Nice and easily, even though it's cloudy and horrible. You know, the visibility. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to be flying by, is it Hollyhead? Where you catch the ferry to Ireland. Come this way, because then I'm planning on a next flight where is a jump from Wales to Ireland, and then we're going to explore Ireland before we come back to the British Isles. Explore some more Wales, back down towards Bristol. I think we'll probably do that, and then we'll work our way up towards Scotland. Not sure yet, but we want the full tour of the British Isles, don't we? And then we'll go up to the Hebrides and, I don't know, Greenland maybe, Iceland, or over towards Sweden, Denmark, into Russia, maybe up through Russia, or even down to Africa. People should tell me really in comments, you know, could vote in the comments on what you'd like to see next. See which airport we land at. You could say, oh, can we fly over so and so a place, and I can do that. I could easily add that into the route. But obviously each one has got to be flights of an hour, no more than an hour maximum. I mean, with the flying about here today and taking the route to make sure we can find the runway over the mountains and whatnot, this is probably going to be a good 40-minute flight at least, I would have thought, if not more. We'll see, because when you pick up that entry to the runways, they're always built so that the bigger planes can use it, so it'll usually kick you out quite a few miles and then bring you back in to the runway. But you know, you can imagine what it would be like if the cloud was even lower and denser. You wouldn't even have a chance of seeing the runway. There it is actually, we're about to fly over our runway. But we're landing on the other side, because the other side's it's got the ILS, the instrument landing. The IFR or ILS instrument landing system, is it? And then IFR is instrument flight rules.
Valley Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 1 mile east, 1,600
So that's our airport there. Oh, it's a big plane. Is that taking off? Is he taking off? Or is he about to? Or is he just? Yeah, he must be about to take off. Interesting to see if he does that.
Make left traffic runway tree 1 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Probably won't be able to see because of the cloud. Brandy babe, come on, take off, mate. I want to see you come up here. I think he's taking off, look. Might catch us up because we're not going that fast. We're doing 147 knots. He's taking off, look. Be interesting if he came straight past us, wouldn't it? Look, he's coming, look. There he is, look. Oh, there he goes, look. That's mint. You alright, mate? Having a nice flight. I think he killed us on speed, didn't he? Look at that. He's off, mate. Gone. Into the grey blue yonder. Grey blue? I suppose it is sort of a greyy blue. Or just goddamn grey. So yeah, this should now take us out, turn us around and bring us back, aiming straight for the runway, whether we can see it or not. That's the idea. There's Hollyhead, so that's where you get a ferry for Ireland. The main port to take you to Ireland, I believe. sailed from there when I was a little child. About 2. It's about 2, yeah. 1967. 66, 67. I do remember it, believe it or not. It's quite an experience for someone who's never been, who's 2, you know, going to a different, going over the sea. Do you know what I mean? I do remember it. Walking down to the ferry. I think it might have been a hovercraft actually. You never know. But I do remember being on it and getting on it and stuff. Little bits of it. And going to Ireland on a farm. Went to a farm. My uncle was Irish, see. So we went over to see his family. It was an experience. I remember running in the sea when we went to the beach with all my clothes on and getting told off. The old man had dragged me out. No fear, see, back then. Standing in a restaurant afterwards, I think, getting stripped down because I'm soaking wet, all my clothes, and not liking it, crying about it like a little kid. And I was. Yeah, my cousin Lee, he must have been about 3 at the time. Remember going down on the farm and chucking stones in this stream they had at the bottom of the field, down the track, walking down this track, and then yeah, chucking stones in a stream, a little ditch really. And the farmhouse, open fire. Just got little bits of memories of that. Surprisingly, considering I was only 2, if that. Right, we've turned round. It's doing its job. I think we need to start slowing down in a minute. Let's just have a look at the route. So there we are. They're coming back towards. We're doing the turn. Coming back to the main path to the airport. There we go, to lock. Do we have to press approach mode now? I think we might have to press approach mode on. It's just not coming on. Maybe I have to be a bit lower. Well, I won't be quite low. 1600 feet, so yeah, we'll see. It's going in the right direction anyway. Yeah, there's a way apparently that you can catch the there's like a radio beacon at the end of the runway that sends a signal up in a cone, like and if you catch it, it'll guide you in, and it will also bring you down at the right angle. But I think you have to manage your. I think you have to sort of manage your engine, so maybe kill the engine a bit now. Put the flaps down. Oh, I've still got them down. It's a bit stupid of me. Put them full. and kill the engine a bit. Airspeed should be about 70, 85, 70, something like that. In this one, I think. Maybe even 75. 74. 3. Maybe a bit more engine then. I'm trying to see that approach mode. I'm sure you have to. Oh, there's the glide slope. See, surely that should be on, and now hopefully that will guide us in. Although I'm not sure it will. Hopefully that's just going to guide us down now. We've got that right. Should follow that. See that little, see that G? That's the glide slope, and that is where we should be. See, it's dropping, so we need to be. I don't know why it's not going down. We should be going down. We should be pulled down. Don't know what you have to do to make it do that. But it's not doing it, is it? So maybe I'll have to. Maybe flight level change on. On. It's not doing it. We're going to have to do it ourselves. We should be able to see. I'm going to start coming down then. Just going to push it down. You see the airport soon. There's the runway, look, on our right. It should be a bit further over here. I don't know why we didn't pick that up properly. Let me look at the panel. So we're too high at the moment. Oh, there it is. We can see it now. It's worked. Even though it didn't work that great. I didn't get it. I've done something wrong. I'm not sure what, but I've done something wrong. Let's kill the engine a bit more. Autopilot, I've got to turn it off. We'll just guide it in manually now, we can see it. Oh, a bit difficult. Maybe kill the engine a bit more now. Aim down. 70, 71. About right.
500.
Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Probably a bit high now. Kill the engine. Hit the nose. Got a nice long runway though. Pull it up. A bit heavy. What do you mean we're not cleared to land? Don't know why we're not cleared to land. He don't do his radio job well, does he? But we are down, and we've got to clear the runway apparently. Why not? Why was I not cleared to land? Because he don't do his radio job.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra contact ground on 122.1.
Oh.
122.1.
Got a right telling off there.
Goodbye.
A right telling off. Told you I'd get sacked if I was a real pilot. Good job I'm not. I was just more bothered with whether or not the instrument would fly us towards the runway, which it did, sort of. Good job we had some visibility though. I think it wasn't perfect, was it? Well, long chalk, it wasn't perfect. But yeah, I think we'll just park up and call it a day. We're down safe. We've made it. We saw some mountains. Could have been a better day for sightseeing, but yeah, it's still an interesting flight, I thought, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. So we'll turn off and retire till we meet again on our next fantastical flight around the planet. Lights off, everything off, and here we are, safe and sound, having had air traffic control shouting at us over the radio waves. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.